I got to tell you, I'm excited because I'm a definite amateur Scrabble player, nowhere in the league of this guy, Chris. Welcome to the show. I understand you're a bit of a chess fan as well.
Yeah, I like watching chess. I haven't played it seriously, played in high school, but I like watching the broadcast and following that with enough, board game knowledge, not necessarily chess. I can sort of, follow along with the strategies and everything, so that's really interesting.
You're a resident of St. Louis as well.
Yep, live here in the Central West End.
Oh, you even live close, so you've seen chess boom in your own city, not just in America, but in your own city. What's your feeling about that? Is there anything similar happening in the Scrabble world?
The booms in the Scrabble world are, a lot of them are happening overseas. So yeah, it's amazing to watch in St. Louis. I like to sit in Starbucks and see if I can star watch with chess players walking by. But yeah, in places like Pakistan, there's a huge Scrabble scene. It's on the nightly news, covered in the sports section.
Wow.
Yeah, the recent youth championship held online. The winner was from Pakistan. You got to meet the prime minister, like all this stuff. So yeah, it's in certain areas of the world, competitive Scrabble is booming quite a bit.
When you say in Pakistan, are they using, which language are they using?
They play in English. So yeah, they play in English all over the world, even in countries where, they use it as a tool for children in school to learn English. So in places like Pakistan, Thailand, English language Scrabble is part of the curriculum to try and teach the kids English.
Amazing. Are you guys hating on the fact that Queen's Gambit happened? There's no Scrabble Gambit or something of the sort?
No, we're just hoping we can aspire to that.
That's your big goal. Fascinating. Now, let me ask you, are there any similar strategies from Scrabble that you've seen parallel in chess?
So yeah, in Scrabble, we have the concept of tempo, right? Because there's, the board and the board position where you play your words. So you have to kind of keep in mind, think a couple moves ahead. If I open up this place, my opponent can play a word here. So if I get my opponent to play over here, I can do this other thing over here. So there's, tactics and, keeping the tempo in mind and stuff like that are kind of similar between the two games.
Board position absolutely matters.
Yep. Yeah, quite a bit.
Now, a lot of people think that Scrabble is all about words, and in fact, it's really about the points.
Yeah. So the words are the set of legal moves, basically. So it's, when you study for Scrabble, you memorize the, 100 and something thousand legal moves you can make. And then when you sit across the board, it's all about, strategy points, trying to figure out which of those legal moves is the best one to make in a given situation.
Is there anyone in Scrabble that equals Magnus Carlsen in chess? Someone who's like a god of Scrabble. Everybody says, all hail this player.
Oh, yes. His name's Nigel Richards. He's from New Zealand. He's the undisputed greatest Scrabble player ever. He probably his most famous accomplishment, he won the French World Championship despite the fact he doesn't speak a word of French. He memorized the French dictionary in 6 weeks and then went and won the World Championship. It was incredible.
Wow. 6 weeks?
Yeah, 6 weeks.
Oh, that also shows that it's not about the words. Well, I guess it sort of is, but his strategic insight and tactical insight must be incredible.
Yeah. The strategies and the things he does, sometimes he'll make a play and everybody in the room is confused, has no idea what's going on, and it turns out that was by far the best play and nobody else saw it.
Unbelievable. Nigel Richards, he's still alive.
Yep.
Incredible. So the Magnus Carlsen of the Scrabble world. All right. Well, we've got a little bit of a challenge for you. I know you didn't know this was coming.
All right.
But we have a little bit of a challenge for you. We're going to do Scrabble Championships, the chess edition.
Okay.
We're going to pick some names from this event. And it's going to be 3 names. And we're going to ask you to make the best words you can out of the names that you see. So you're going to have to make a 7-letter word, and then anything left over, I'll coax you along as we're going along. Okay. But you're going to see. Let's start with one name. If you look at the screen here, we're going to start with Sam Sevion. You got to make a 7-letter word and a 2-letter word. There are 9 letters here, so you got to make a 7-letter word and then a 2-letter word out of this pile.
Massive Ann.
Wow. Whoa. That was quick. Oh, Impressive. Okay, I can see it. Massive, and the word and is right in there. Okay, we started off with that. We're going to go to another word, not one of the players this time, one of the commentators. Yes, sir.
No.
0-1.
No.
That's 14 letters. Can you make two 7-letter
Okay,
words
wow.
out of yes or seven? I don't know. It's possible. You're the genius here.
Let's see.
An anagram coming up.
Wires. There's
Sassy? No.
there's swearier, I think, which hopefully isn't the commentary.
Don't be cursing.
We got 3 S's in there as well.
Whoa.
A couple of E's and R is in there.
Yeah.
This is rough.
Well, there's wariness, but that's an 8-letter word.
Well, if wariness.
Wow.
Wow, wariness. Look at that, yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you can make an 8-letter word and a 6-letter word, I'll give that to you also.
All right.
Wariness.
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 Yes, and did you
Yeah.
know your name had
Leftover.
wariness in there?
No, but now that I do, I don't want it to happen again.
But making that 6-letter word with the remaining letters is kind
Yeah.
of hard.
Oh.
As you're looking at it, are the words just kind of, the letters just dancing in your brain? What goes on as you look at this?
So I look for common groups, prefixes and suffixes. So the NESS gets kind of put to the side, and then I think about
see.
the rest of them, or an IER, or things like that. So.
Chris, I think you did really good on this one. I
Well,
really
wariness-
want to see where you go with
we're
this
gonna-
next one, though. This next one is going to be
So you don't see anything
brutal.
after wariness. That was tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky to group the rest of the letters.
Okay, well, if that's tricky, Yasser, we didn't know your name would be that hard.
No, I didn't.
We're going to give you this final one. You got to make the maximum out of this.
Do your
and
best,
it
Rick.
is Women's Grandmaster. Good luck to him, Tokyo Jonava.
This is torture.
Do we need, what's his name, Keith Richards?
Yeah, I need
to show up
Nigel.
with the French chap
Yeah.
and also maybe the Pakistani
Yeah.
dictionary as well.
Nigel could do this in an instant.
Nigel.
but-
Nigel.
Yeah. Let's see.
Anything you can make of this one, we'll give you
There's
credit for.
there's megabit in there.
Megabit.
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 Megabit, and then a lot
Yeah, he's right.
other stuff left over. Let's see.
Well, are there any other 7-letter words with lots of points you could spot in here?
Let's see.
Because we did cheat
Rook.
by giving you such a crazy, at least English-wise.
Some
Combination.
supernova. Some supernova.
There's no supernova. There's no S. Yes. There's no S. There's no P. Are you
That's
making-
why you don't play Scrabble. Here,
Oh,
sir.
no.
Wow.
Well, megabit alone
Yeah.
was a fine. These
That's
are
it.
hard, incredibly ridiculous letters to throw at. We're going to leave this one as your
All right.
challenge. You got to come back.
All right.
You got to email us to let us know what you come up with with this one. But we thought we would try to give a crazy challenge to you. We appreciate your being on the show. The world of Scrabble. Yasser,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have some
big-
questions.
big
I don't think they're going to
time.
let you out of this seat.
Big time. First of all, welcome to the show, Chris. Really great. I didn't know you were in Central West End. Come on, join. You're going to get an honorable membership to the St. Louis Chess Club. Come by anytime.
Oh, thank
you. First thing. Second thing, chess players, sometimes we marry other chess players, and that's like bishops of opposite colors. I don't know if chess players should marry chess players. In the world of Scrabble, how about your significant other? They play Scrabble with you?
Yes, certainly. So I actually met my wife at a Scrabble tournament. And yeah, so we started playing online and then chatting during our games online. And yeah, from there, we've been married for 3 years.
So that's worked out.
Yeah,
There's
certainly.
no friction in the
Yep.
marriage from the Scrabble. I remember reading the obituary of the player who invented Scrabble, and he said that his wife beat him mercilessly. How about you and yours?
Yeah, so I win most of the time. We have competitive games, but
Okay.
yeah, she's
Chris, one more question. In chess, we analyze a lot with the help of engines, computers that are just simply so much better than any human. Does that happen in Scrabble?
Yes, it does. Actually, the computer program is called Quackle. That is
Quackle?
probably the leading Scrabble engine that most players use. It's not to the level of the top chess engines, So like Nigel Richards could beat Quackle over a long series of games. It does a Monte Carlo simulation to figure out what happens next, because Scrabble's not a perfect information game, right? There's probabilities based on what
We
tiles
have
you draw
that
on
in
a
chess
bag.
as well, the Monte Carlo
Yep.
system.
Yeah. So if you're playing Scrabble against another human, you make inferences on what letters they left behind based on what they play, and that is still being developed and worked out for the Scrabble engines on how to make those inferences. So that's kind of an advantage that humans still have over the computer, is the ability to kind of draw in those inferences.
Brilliant.
When will you know? We had the singularity happen for us years ago, where chess players say, "Oh, the engines, they kill us." When do you project the engines will start dominating humans in Scrabble? The best humans, that is.
Maybe within the next 5 years. There are some really smart programmers who are also Scrabble players working on it.
Still 5 years away, you think?
Yeah. To beat Nigel, yeah, probably.
Yeah, right. He's an engine himself.
Yes.
He's actually got a computer working in his brain.
Exactly.
Well, fascinating world, game world, separate from chess, but I love Scrabble. I'm really happy to see you on the show. Come by anytime.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'd love to.
Chris Lipe, everybody. Amazing insight into another game that has worldwide following.
I'm still reeling from the memorizing French language dictionary.
In 6 weeks, without speaking a word of the language,
and
it's just
winning
ridiculous.
this French Scrabble
Oh my
championship.
goodness.